After a fairly lengthy absence, welcome back to my continuing adventures on Snowrunner on PlayStation 4, episode 64, with me, MrSealyp. Now, this part of the video was filmed directly after the end of the last episode, but there's been a long gap in between. I've been searching out for upgrades, and we're just around from the substation, which is where I kind of left off in searching, and through there we had, or have, an upgrade, which I'm going to go for. Now, obviously with this part as well, the voiceover is being added after. When I was doing this recording, I was just kind of playing, going around the map, just searching. A lot of people suggested using the pooled radar vehicle to unlock all the different stuff, and yeah, there is a huge amount of merit to that, especially if there's a particular mission you're looking for something in particular. The watchtowers were kind of part of that. I like the exploring. I like the driving around. I've got a whole load of this map still to open up. I need to try and work out where the other upgrades are, and that I will do by kind of searching. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. It is that situation of there's a blockage that needs to be cleared there at some point, of do you search or do you use something to help you search? It kind of takes away some of the fun, I think. Imandra is still kicking my butt. I'm going to get more vehicles over it, but I'm just going out and trying to explore using the Tattering. But that said, bottom left, suspension is on red. I hit a telegraph pole. It was barely sticking out of the snow. Drove over it thinking it was a log, and there was just this loud bang. My suspension just collapsed. I mean, I'm still driving, but I've lost all suspension travel. There's no height on it. It's like the whole thing just dropped down onto the wheels. Anyway, that being said, where have I been since I last saw you? Well, we were over here at that location. I came down into the riverbed, followed the riverbed along, and then came out here. I drove around the outside, and what you've already seen, the clip you just saw, I got to about here, I think the clip you just saw, and over there was an upgrade. The upgrade was for the engine for the Ford pickup, so I'm probably going to put the engine upgrade in that. I might drive that over here because I haven't really driven that very much. I then drove, did I go around that or over that? I think I went round that to here. I went along that way a little bit, but then decided to come back. Came all the way along here, all the way up here. Zoom out a little bit. Got to there. It was through here that my suspension collapsed. I hit something going past these houses here. Then came down this route here, up onto that, then around the side of here. Now what I have been finding, the thick ice, like this stuff that you can see around the edges, if you stick on that, you're not going to fall through. That's no problem at all. It's when you get onto some of these patches it gets a little bit dicey, but this stuff around the edges is actually pretty sound. So I came back around there, up over the top, and I'm now back here. When we did the crossing, the ice bridge, we came up, I went that way, I'm now going this way. So I'm going to kind of have a look. But what I also did in the Warthog, I went out and up that ice bit that I got stuck on, because that's got snow chains on. Got up there, no problem at all. Drove along to there and realised that there was so much more out that way. The map carries on right the way out along there. So I thought, you know what, rather than go out there and get stuck or have any problems, I'll do some more in the Tattering. And as it's turned out, the Tattering took a battering. So what I'm going to try and do, you'll see. And the weird thing is, the on my DualShock, you really feel in the bumps now. It's like clonking a lot more, so it's lost all that just absorption, and I'm worried if I get stuck on any lower rocks now, I'm just going to bottom out. I mean, you can tell it's really not liking it at all. So what I want to do is, once I've been along through here, opened up this bit, I'm going to what am I going to do? We head back over towards the trailer store, get the Warthog hooked up again and try and do some... Oh no, I can't do repair, can I? No. Oh maybe, yeah. Just can't do it from the roof. I can't replenish the roof box. Just keeping an eye out for anything. What I have been doing, like I said I was going to do, is every time I get to a new task now, I'm just enabling. I haven't done it up to now, and a few people commented a while back saying whenever you find a new task, just enable it, and you can go back to it later on. It saves you having to go back on the map to find it. You can just start it and off you go, and it's a fair point. I just haven't done it up to now, and I should have done really. So that's what I've done. Really, other than the Ford upgrade, I haven't come across any others. There's not that much more of the map left to unlock, but I suppose there's bits that are unlocked but I haven't actually driven to, which is a bit worrying. Yeah, look, something like that. I literally drove over that and I wasn't even going that fast, but the bang! Wow! Actually scared the life out of me. So yeah, I'm just thought I'd just jump back in for a couple of minutes with you just to say I'm still honking around the map, still looking for stuff. God, the vibration for this controller is mad. Oh, this was the building I saw earlier on, wasn't it? Was it a couple of episodes ago? Probably. Oh, that's deep. Is that car? It is. It's an upgrade. That's the symbol didn't come up. Somebody thought that's a car sitting there. I'm never quite sure if it's an upgrade point or just, you know, a feature on the map. Nope, we've got an upgrade. That was a bit of luck. What's an upgrade? Oh, please tell me that's for the Warthog. Show truck list. Yes. Okay. Nice. So what I did say I was going to do was reset the Warthog back, do it up, then drive it back out again, which I think I'm going to do. So what I'm probably going to do where I am now, which is up on this peak here, the Warthog is all over there, which means I've then got to drive it all the way back across Lake Cove, then back from this point all the way back out again. But what I think I might do, if it does handle a bit better with an upgrade, I might come up here, open that bit up, and maybe try and open that bit up. And then I'll crack on with doing some of the jobs. There is, like I say, the power station one I need to do. I've already kind of got that. As you can see to the left, broken power station, new pool, aftermath of the hurricane. They're just ones I've gone on and thought, you know what, from now on I'm just going to highlight them. So that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I should have done it from there, shouldn't I? Let's jump back. Warthog. Ah, that's another reason why. I just remembered. Warthog woes continued. I told you it rolls over a lot. I came out from there, literally drove out, turned, rolled over. So I had to recover it anyway, or come back with the... so I'm going to recover it. I'm on Imandra. It's been ages since I've done a video on here. Absolutely ages. Been trying to find time with everything going on, and I've managed to find myself a bit of time. Not much, but a bit. I don't care that I'm way behind everyone else. I don't care that most people have probably completed the entire game. Doesn't matter, I'm having an absolute blast. The last time I saw you, I was in the... What was I in? The Beastie, the 8-wheel drive. And I was kind of unlocking the map off camera. I found a couple of upgrades, so I've done a few bits and bobs here and there, and then decided I needed to do some jobs. because I was told that the garage can be unlocked on here. I've done one job just now, and what I've just unlocked is repairing power lines, which is what I'm going to be doing. I've done the paint job on the Tayga. So it's a Tayga. And what we're going to be doing, hopefully in this episode, is heading over to the timber shipment, which is just there. I've just added another destination, don't want to do that, let's take that one off. Heading to a timber shipment, picking up 2 loads of timber. So we're going to try and cross there. I know it's not the best place to cross, but we'll try our best. And then what I'm going to do is probably, I was going to try and wind my way up there, but I think it's going to be way too rocky through there. So I'm probably going to cut through there, past the fuel tank, which I've got there just to refuel. Then we'll probably cut up and around the back, up over the top to drop off the first one to crash pole, and then we'll go down there to do fallen pole, and that should be repairing power lines done. I haven't done very much on here, but again, like I say, I really don't, doesn't matter. Just, this Tayga is a beast. I drove all the way over. I brought a service trailer with me just in case I had any issues, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I went for chained tyres but went for doubles, give myself a bit of extra traction where I can, and it's been phenomenal. I do have a few other vehicles that I haven't used yet on video, one being the new, actually, you know what I should do, I cut down here? Where am I now? Let's cut across that. Oh, what's it called? That's 6 wheels. I'm having a nightmare. Should have jotted it down, shouldn't I? We'll check in the garage at some point, but I want to try and get as much of this done as I can. Hopefully we won't run out of fuel. Let's drop it down a cog. Constant all-wheel drive, constant diff lock, and with chains on, it's working out rather well. I'm trying to think, will I be able to dart across? I say dart across. Let's have a look at the dip. Where's the best route down, do I reckon? Probably this side. Getting back across is going to be interesting, isn't it? If I can find the narrow part, we'll take a bit of a run at it. So yeah, apologies for the delay. I know a lot of people have been asking when I'm doing the next video, and it has been a while coming. As I've said a few times before, Farming Simulator is my primary. That's my, you know, that's what my channel is built on, based on, and it's been mad. And then it's been, you know, regular life type stuff. You know, you get caught up with everything. You get a little bit of downtime, so we get across without getting stuck. Come on, keep going. There we go, that'll do nicely. Now find a way up and out of here. Don't just want to go through the powdery stuff, because that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. I'll say that. But come on, keep going. Honestly, this is just the go-to, isn't it? It's just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, everything's good. Everyone looking forward to the next phase coming out. Shouldn't be long. I know stuff's out on PC already. Obviously on the public server, not, you know, to download or install or anything yet. But on the public server, I think on PC, there's a few bits and bobs out. Yukon will be coming next. Really looking forward to it. I still haven't done, you know, I'm only part way through done. On this one. There we go. Actually, just stop a second. Put the brakes on. Yeah, so if we go to global map, yeah, Lake Coved, I've done bits and bobs. Imandra, bits and bobs. I've still got to finish off on all sorts of other maps, and you know, I mean, mopping up stuff. I've done the bulk of most things, but I haven't done the airplane fragments on here. I haven't done, you know, armoured vehicles retrieved. I haven't done even looked at that. I'm still kind of at the start, but for me, it's great because, you know, it's all kind of still there to do, you know. Like a kid in a candy store. It's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully we'll get across and we'll get both of these done, no problem, but I don't want to, hopefully I don't want to spread this over 2 episodes. We'll try and get it all done. I might have to cut a little bit here and there. God, the snow's deep, isn't it? Right, so we need 2. Actually, you know what? I don't need the trailer, do I? I don't really just want to dump it because that means I could do with taking it back to the trailer park. Yeah, just 2 lots of wooden planks, isn't it? Yeah, we'll drop it off at some point though. Probably up at the other yard, you can see it directly opposite. We'll drop it off there. I will refuel when I get up there. Like I say, there is a fuel tanker up there, so I'm going to stick a bit of squirt in it, and that should see us right to deliver both of these. Don't get stuck. There we go. Could have winched, but didn't quite need to. Oh, I'm just smiling away to myself. So yeah, the continuing adventures, and that's all it is. I did have a few people comment a while back complaining that my guide videos weren't very good and I wasn't very good at it and that kind of thing. I've never said they're guide videos. It's just my adventures, what I'm doing. The same as on Farming Simulator, and I've never claimed to be an expert or a professional. I just do what I do. If you want to watch, great. You don't have to. Pump up there. Slight angle, I think. Let's try that again. Nope, I'm hitting them. Come on. There we go. Just going to get a slightly different angle, and then we're golden, right. Try and get a bit of run up again. Not much of a run up, but there we go. And then we'll just head up through the snow, why not? I still have that problem with the auto winching. Supposedly, wherever you are looking and put it on, it will auto winch in that direction. But it just seems to auto winch to, well, either the nearest tree or something close. I can get up the side of this. Pretty sure I can. Sorry, this is slow going. Might cut to get into the yard, and then, like I say, I don't know if I can get through the little gap. The little canyon seems incredibly narrow, and I just don't think I'll quite make it. This thing just keeps going. When we do get a bit further on, we will go back to the garage. Honestly, my mind has gone completely blank. The names of the vehicles that I was talking about. Isn't it weird? Get out of here, go on. I think I might cut that way because it seems to be a bit of a bank there. I don't want to get this far and roll it or anything. But oh, actually, it doesn't look much better. This is where I'm going to get stuck on. Crash through the undergrowth. Go on. Come on, the mighty Tayga, keep on going. The Warthog's one of them, but I need to find some more upgrades and stuff for the Warthog. Because it's still very top heavy, I'm not that keen at the moment. Right, so what I'll do is drop off the trailer here, refuel, and then we'll head on again. Without hitting that wall, that'd be great. Okay, so we will drop that off. Put a bit of fuel in. No. Let's go. I wonder if I could just go. So it's always that kind of, oh, I've got an idea, but that's always a little bit dicey. Just thinking, I wonder now, the walls, and could I get up there? Was that risking things a little bit more than I need to? Probably is. I should play it safe, really. Can I just head straight up there? Rather than go all the way round? Shall I just give it a go anyway? There's probably rocks and stuff that have been put specifically in places to stop you. But again, you know what? Why not? Let's have a go. It's all a bit of a laugh, isn't it? I say it might save me a bit of time. It could be an absolute disaster, but actually looking at it, I think it's going to be, but we can certainly try. Come on. Don't lose the load either. It's in the last one. Come on. What am I doing? What was I thinking? Come on, just a little bit of a boost. There we go. Stuck in the tree. Well, we didn't pick the best route through here, did I? Come on. Don't tip over. Don't tip over. What tree should I go for? That one? Come on. Does it just bounce off the rocks? Come on, we can do this. With the judicious use of winches. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. There we go. Come on. I'll be honest, I got further than I thought it would. Don't get caught now, otherwise I'm going to run out of places to winch to. There we go. Just pick my way through. Come on. Is that mine? Now that's weird. Did I leave my yard there? Is that mine? Why is that not showing? That can't be mine, sure. I thought mine was stored. That's peculiar. Oh, we did manage to get up there though. I'd say, better than I thought it was going to be. Is that just somebody else's randomly left there? Can I change? No. How bizarre. Oh well. Leave it there. Hang on, I'm going the right way, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Okay. I went up there way early on, didn't I, for doing a watchtower. Didn't go so well, if I recall correctly. Not quite sure this is going to either, but maybe I should have come at this a different way. This has done well so far. I can't... Come on, just bounce off the rocks a little bit. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit. Oh, there are a few things to winch from. It's whether it will let me though. Let's try that one way off there. It will. Okay. Oh, a bit small. Same one, maybe then. No, I should have gone up over the top of that way, shouldn't I? That's what I'll do. Ah, dear. Never a dull moment, is it? Right. I've got enough to choose from. Careful. Really didn't cover this the right way at all, did I? Think. Boom. We'll get there. Don't tip over, don't. Oh dear. Much later. Oh man. I went and got the Tatterin and brought that over, righted it. Got all that way, all that terrain, all that dodgy stuff. Typical, isn't it? Right, what we got here? Okay, so hang on. That's strange. Why have I lost the rest of the tracking on the right hand side? It's now gone to a previous one, new pool, and the map is now not showing the second drop off point. Please don't tell me this is glitched out and I have to redo the whole thing again after all that. Oh no, seriously. What? Oh no, please tell me this. Okay. It may be a long gap again, because I'm going to have to maybe drive down there in the Tatterin. If I go to there and check it out, I think it's probably the best bet. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Well, as you've already seen, I did finally get up here, but weirdly, the mission dropped off. I delivered the first pallet of wooden planks, and the second point for delivery disappeared, and the contract disappeared from the top right hand corner. Tayga was, not Tatterin was the name of the 8-wheel drive that for some reason I just couldn't remember earlier. I had previously destroyed the suspension on that, on my escapades around the map unlocking things, and when I bought the Tayga over, I said I bought the service trailer with me, so what I did was repaired the Tatterin. So what I had to do was take the Tatterin all the way down to, actually we'll have a look on the map, I'll show you where I took it to, where we had to, well, where we started this contract here, repairing power lines. I took it all the way back down to there to make sure I could not restart the contract because I've already done half of it, but then it popped back up again. So it's very weird, I don't know, but anyway. So that's where we're going to now. We are heading off. It wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. Now I know there's going to be all those people watching, and I'm sorry, Bear and Papa, but I know I should have a lorry with a crane, and you know, it would make life a lot easier, because when I tipped over, once I bought the Tatterin, and to be honest with you, I know a lot of people use the crane to stop themselves tipping over, but once the Tatterin had righted me, I could have then used the crane to pick up my pallets and carried on. as it turned out, I had to drive back, grab some more pallets, and then go again. It's the way it worked, unfortunately. Not ideal. Okay. Not ideal, not where I wanted to be at, but it's where we're at. What am I stuck on now? It's weird. Tree branch, maybe? Root? Could have been a root. Let's get the lights on. So hopefully not much further, and we'll get this bit complete. And I suppose because I haven't been on this for quite a while, I know sometimes when Lake Cove kind of first came out, it was a big jump in difficulty level, in all honesty. That's, you know, it was. And this one's no exception. They're not easy maps, and until the garage is unlocked on this one, any mistakes, serious ones, require bringing out more vehicles or recovering a vehicle back and coming all the way back out again. It became a bit kind of arduous, and I dare to say, but you kind of got a little bit fatigued is the wrong word because you're playing the game, but you know what I mean. It was a little bit kind of, oh man, I suppose you just need to refresh your batteries, so to speak. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, seriously, come on, where's the... There we go. Yeah, so I think having a bit of a break away from it meant that coming back to it, you kind of feel, yeah, you feel kind of reinvigorated, and it all feels fresh again, and you really don't mind then when you have to do a journey back or you make a mistake and you have to, you know, go elsewhere. I think it kind of got to a point when you were going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and if you made a mistake doing things over and over, and you start to get a little bit, oh, you know, I'm done with this. Whereas now, I'm like, you know what, bring it on, I'm loving every minute of it, let's crack on, carry on. I'm so glad I put snow chains on this. A lot of the time tyres and things go on, not just for aesthetics, of course it's not for aesthetics, but because it looks good. And then, you know, you start, as you get further through the game, starting doing your tyre choices and picking things specifically for the missions. I know some people would have done that right from the beginning, but... And then you start thinking, right, okay, this needs completing. Oh, that wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Getting up that slope when I did it in the Tatooine originally, when I was going around looking for watchtowers and things, was a nightmare. So... do that, engine off, cargo management. Garage opened. Yes, we've done it. So now, on the map, we now have the garage. Gutted. Now, admittedly, that's not the trailer store. The trailer store is over here, but it's not too far away. Because what I'm going to start on doing now, I think, is clearing some of these blockages, because we've got we've got a few blockages here and there. Landslide in the mountains, magnitude of 5. There's a few that will clear. Yeah, this one here. I mean, to be fair, this one here, it hasn't been too much of a problem. When I did the initial job where I had to bring 2 metal beams over to the substation, that was the first of the 2 jobs to open the garage. If you come all the way around that way, which you can, and then cross the water if you're kind of quick, or go through the shallows there, which you absolutely can, or if you come to this bit here, I just came down onto the side of the ice, just went along the side of the ice, and I think I came back up onto the road here, actually. But yeah, it could still do with being cleared, couldn't it? Right, so what we're going to do now is... Actually, let's go to the garage. Because the other vehicle I was talking about, which I haven't really... There we go. Oh. Why is it not letting me access the garage? It says the garage is open. What about if I recover? Hang on, do you wish to recover your vehicle to Lake Cove Garage? No. Have I got to go there? Is there something else I've got to do? Oh, anyway, right, well, the garage is technically open, which was what I was aiming to do in this episode, and it's what I've done. What I'm going to do now is spend a bit of time trying to work out why I can't actually access it. Maybe I actually have to drive to it, or is there another job I need to do? Like I say, there'll be... No, you guys probably in the comments will just tell me, you know, if you've already done it, and I would imagine most people are way past this already. You may be completely new to the game, you may be completely new to this map, I don't know where you're at in it, but this is where I'm at with it. And if you are getting a little bit fatigued with it, if you have been playing for a bit and you're a little bit kind of, you know, you're finding it frustrating, honestly, take a bit of a break from it. I found it's worked absolute wonders. It's reinvigorated the whole thing for me. Oh, yeah, the vehicle. You know what, before we finish, turn the lights off as well. What I will do then, let's go to global map. Yeah, it's not saying garage opened. Garage is not discovered. Let's go to here. Like I say, you already know what one it is, I would imagine. There we go. So, under my truck storage, the Ford F750, I found the race kit grade, so that's had a bit of work done to it. The Warthog, I need to do a bit of work. I think I found the raised suspension, but I haven't done it. It's the Chevrolet Apache. That's what I've done a bit of work to. So yeah, that was the one that was the kind of controversial, you had to pay for it. And it's a bit of a, don't know, it's a dilemma in a way, because you've got this situation. The argument was that if you're older, it had been originally said that you wouldn't ever have to, or not, that you wouldn't have to get any of the update stuff, phase release things. But I think people's opinions over Season Pass generally are, if you're paying for Season Pass, you get any release stuff for free. The flip side of that is, there are plenty of games out there with, I say microtransactions. They're not necessarily micro anymore. When you've got a corporation earning billions, they'll look at £1.99, £2.99, £3.99, or in dollars or whatever currency you pay in as being a microtransaction. But there is that thing of, if they start doing it with every new release, I know mods are still coming to console, and the mods will be free, but if the company themselves start releasing more stuff and charging for it, I think people are just a little bit disgruntled by the whole thing, I guess. I kind of get it, you know. I can see both sides of the argument, I suppose. But anyway, so yeah, the Chevrolet Apache. We're going to have a bit of a play around with that, but what I'm going to have a work out first is how to get that garage sorted out over in Imandra. But I have got this, I did pay for it. and we will have a bit of a bang around in that, but I want to get the garage unlocked first because I don't want to have to keep driving from here right the way over to the gateway and then right the way across the map, and you know, it's just easier if I can get the garage open over there. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share the video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.